Lastly, AJ, let's round this thing out with a quick preview of Vinc Pichel, the man who was often underrated, never discounted, but often underrated, against Marco Madsen, the Olympian, man. So you have a dude who has incredible wrestling, who didn't use it a lot in his last fight against Clay Guida. He actually had to do a lot of stand-up on that one, but you don't want to stand up against Vinc Pichel. You don't want to grapple against Vinc Pichel. Vinc Pichel is a man who I finally feel, once again, like he's getting some respect, man, because I was surprised to see that he was the favorite. Not because I don't think he should be the favorite, but because I think people would think, oh, Mark Madsen, he's the wrestler. He's just going to wrestle him, and that's going to be it. I mean, brother, easier said than done when you're fighting Vinc Pichel. Now, Pichel is on a 3-fight win streak. His last loss is to Gregor Gillespie, right? Second-round arm triangle. So he can be submitted. He can be taken down, and Gregor Gillespie is one of the best to do it. But for Marco Madsen, man, if you think about his 3-fight career in the UFC, his biggest wins are against Austin Hubbard, right? Thud Hubbard, and Clay Guida. Now, Vinc Pichel just beat Thud Hubbard as well in his last fight, but he also has a win against A10 Jim Miller, brother, and I think that speaks volumes. He has a win against Roosevelt Roberts, a great striker. Joaquin Silva. I mean, brother, I think that Vinc Pichel, he just has the better resume. He hasn't fought that much over the duration of his career. He's won 8 of his last fights. 7 of those are via decision, and 4 of the last fights. Let me get this right. 4 of the last fights he's opened up as an underdog, brother. So this is important. He's finally the favorite spot. He's been covering as an underdog very well. However, what are the chances Marco Madsen does what he does best, man, and just says wrestling, get you down, that's it?
Pretty high. I think the chances of Marco Madsen coming back, putting the Olympian-style wrestling on, I think are pretty high, especially because one of the recent losses that Vinc Pichel has is by another wrestler, Gregor Gillespie. I think that the blueprint is there, but at the same point, when the blueprint is that obvious, Vinc Pichel knows that as well. Yeah. Maybe he can stop it. And he's one of those fighters that fights with his hands down, chin out. So it's a little tempting. It's tempting to throw those punches at his face, and his hands are down so he can stop the takedowns of Mark Madsen. This is going to be an interesting one. I'm curious to see how Vinc Pichel handles the ground game of the Olympian. But if those hands start get going, man, Vinc Pichel is powerful. He's awkward. He can get things done in the hands very easily.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that he has a clear advantage when it comes to the stand-up. But I wonder, and I don't know, but I wonder if Vinc Pichel says, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fight fire with fire. How about I take you down? How about I make the wrestler a jiu-jitsu guy? Or what if I take the wrestler and put him on his back? Because where's the one place wrestlers never want to be? On their back, right? In wrestling, you never want to get pinned. You never want to be on your back. Vinc Pichel says, I'll put you on your back, work some ground and pound, because Vinc Pichel has incredible ground and pound. Marco Madsen does as well. But I think Marco Madsen, his best bet is to be the hammer. I don't know how well of a nail he is, because there's been times where he starts becoming the nail and it starts to look a little rough. Vinc Pichel, he could be both. He could be the hammer, he could be the nail. It doesn't matter. I like Vinc Pichel in this fight. I think that this is going to be a interesting, high-paced, high-volume fight. I think that we're going to see a lot of back-and-forth sprawls, get-ups, mat returns, all the fun stuff. But at the end of the day, I'm going to put my faith in Vinc Pichel. He is currently a minus 135 favorite, plus 115 comeback for Marco Madsen. And believe it or not, AJ, there are no prop bets currently up for this one, so we're going to have to stick with money line. How much value, though, before we give our picks, how much value is that plus 115 underdog line for Marco Madsen, in your opinion?
It's very valuable, man. I mean, if history has shown anything, the wrestlers get in there, especially against the strikers. They put the backpack on him. They get to those hips. And Marco Madsen, the thing about him, he has that Greco-Roman style where he doesn't need to necessarily get to the hips. All he has to do is get his hands on, he get them hands clasped, and then he's working for the takedown however he does it. Pretty good money line. I mean, there's a lot of value there, especially because of if history has any saying things, there's a lot of value there, man. Okay. But me personally, I'm rocking Pichel. I think the striker's going to get it done. I think, and this is actually a very close fight. I had to go, even before, man, when I was making my picks, I had to go to the odds on this one because I can see Madsen winning, but Pichel's the favorite. He's coming back. I like the striker in this one, man. I'm going Pichel, and I'm going KO round 2. What do you think?
Are you going early round 2 or late round 2?
Early round 2.
All right, brother. The over and under is 2.5 rounds, brother. So we'll give you the under on that one, brother. And believe it or not, I'm taking Vinc Pichel as well. Like I said, I think he's the more well-rounded fighter. But I'm going to go decision on this one, man. I'm very tempted to say ground and pound TKO, but I think Marco Madsen has some heart in him, bro. Like some real deal heart in him. Listen, man, you get the dub against Clay Guida. I mean, that's no easy outing by any stretch of the imagination. I'm picking the over. So it looks like I'm over on 4 of our 5 matchups. I got 1 under. You got a couple unders. You going under heavy on this one, actually. You only have 1 over. So we're literally complete opposites on this one. Either way, should be some fun ones. Folks, that is your main card. If you like this segment, drop a like, subscribe, share it with your friends, all the fun stuff.